Here's a problem from 2.3 that someone had a question about, so I figured we could make a little video in case there were more than one of you out there that needed to see it. So with this one, it's kind of like they want to make sure that you can use your graphing calculator to solve stuff like this. So here we go. Let's clear all this stuff. All right, so 200 and then what was it again? 38,000 over x. Let's go to start zoom standard. And then we're going to zoom out. There we go. I'm thinking also our ground speed isn't going to be that fast. 1,000, I guess. Okay, this is looking good. Now let's do the table setup. So if we go to second table set, wanted us to start it at 0 and the change in the table to be 50. So now if we look at our table in our graph, we can have it like this. So let's paste, and then we'll go ahead and paste the table. So now we've got our information I think we need. So let's check it out. We want to graph the function, so c equals c of x. So that's the first one for part A. And then part B is here. And it wants us to find, to the nearest 50 miles per hour, what ground speed minimizes the cost per passenger. So x is the ground speed. So far what we have is going from x from 0 to 500 is, do you see how it's decreasing here? But I think that, not sure if we have exactly all the info we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the graph, or actually, yeah, I'll go back to the graph, and then I'm going to trace. And so as we continue right, you see how that occurs. So do you see how we're at 323 over here, right? And now it's going up again. Calculate, and then you see how you can find your minimum here. And so what you need to do is go to the left bound where you know it's higher, right? And then to the right. Or where you know that you've passed the minimum. And then hit enter again. And it gets you your minimum. So let me copy this one. Okay, so the approximated minimum from our calculator is at 616, 0.4 miles per hour. You can see it here, right? Now, the table, right, what we're going to want to do with this table is we need to, what they gave us here, starting at 0, right, and doing a change in x of 50, we're going to have to go further on that because of the fact that we need to be near 600. So if we're going to the nearest 50 miles per hour, it's going to be, do you see it's going to be at 600 miles per hour? But let's check out the calculator again, and then go to our table. Actually, our table's set, right? And let's go to, instead of the independent variable being automatic, why don't we go to ask, right? And then what we'll do here is go to our table, and it's going to look a little different. See, it's going to say, oh, x equals blah, blah, blah. So here, let's say we know what x is at 500. Let's see what x is at 550. And then what x is at 600. And what x is at 650. So, with this new information, we now can see this trend. So we'll copy this part of the table as well. Here. Okay. So now we can see by this table that that as we change, right, at 550 we were at 324, at 600 it was lower at 323.3, and then at 650 it starts to increase. So from our table we can see that the input with a change in x of 50, that yields the minimum value or minimum cost is going to be a ground speed of 600 miles per hour. So go ahead and write that in. then just make sure we answered all the questions here, which we did. And we're good to go. So I'm not sure exactly which graph this matches, but you should be able to get the trend from here. Okay? All right. Good luck. Bye.